What is a squat? A squat happens when your hips fall in between your thighs. This can happen in various different positions, depending on the squat method you decide to take. The three most common squat methods are the high bar back squat, the low bar back squat, and the front squat. The main difference being in the hip angle, knee angle, and ankle angle. Both the front squat and the high bar back squat require more dorsiflexion and a smaller knee angle, with a larger hip angle. The low bar back squat, however, requires a smaller hip angle, a larger knee angle, and less dorsiflexion. Depending on the length of your limbs and your mobility, you can decide whether to take a high bar back squat, a low bar back squat, or a front squat. In general, a front squat and high bar back squat are pretty similar, the main difference being that a front squat is more sport specific if you're going to do O-lifting as a sport. In general, people with shorter shin bones or bad dorsiflexion usually resort to the low bar back squat, whereas people with long torsos and better dorsiflexion usually resort to the high bar back squat. One more thing that I want to cover is a goblet squat. A goblet squat is very similar to the front squat in that the load is in front of you and not behind you. However, the goblet squat is very easy to learn, and therefore I recommend it to most beginners before they ever put a bar on their back. Breathing during the squat. Before every rep, it is important to take a big belly breath. This will help you with your tension. I like to compare it to a hot air balloon. As long as the fire is on, the hot air balloon is in the air. The second you turn that fire off, the hot air balloon starts coming down. The big belly breath is your fire. The second you lose your breath, you lose tension, and your movement can be severely compromised. Exhalation of the breath can happen either at the end of every rep or when you are already halfway out of the squat. Do not exhale at the bottom, as this will decrease the likelihood of you ever getting out of that squat. If you can do more than 6 reps with the weight that's on your back, holding your breath is slightly less important because the weight isn't very heavy. However, if you are 5 reps and under, I would recommend holding your breath for the entire rep. Proper depth in the squat is a very controversial matter. For competition, it is important that your hip crease go below your kneecap. However, just for the sake of movement, go as low as you can without losing proper form and without any pain. If this means that your butt is going to touch your heels, so be it. However, don't go shy on range just to increase the load. Always maximize your ability to go full depth. If you can go full depth and you don't go full depth, you may lose that ability to go full depth.